Yeah, so Scorpion Capital, short sellers, PGEN early approval, a little surprising. But yeah, Scorpion Capital, if you haven't noticed, they've said they're releasing a biotech short at 9 a.m. sharp. Scorpion Capital, today, 9 a.m., the largest outright biotech scam in the U.S. by market cap, based on a 4-month investigation with more than 30 research interviews, extensive work, reminds us of Sarepta, 9 a.m. Let's see, they have a website. I think I'm going to sell PGEN. I don't know the story that well. They still have to commercialize it. I'm sure it could double from here. They're going to raise capital. It actually is kind of attractive at 800 million because, you know they're going to do a couple hundred in revs at least, especially if they price it high. But I don't know. I don't know it that well. Yeah, I mean, look, you're going to raise anyway. I mean, they don't have much cash. I'll probably just hold on to it. Oh, Sarepta has been a cluster. All the mental damage we went through for that one was... Yeah, I've seen a few Scorpions recent. They did some IonQ, they did some other ones. No guesses from me. There's that weird one that's like a 2 billion market cap. Just a minute away until the Scorpion report should be out. There's that weird Chinese like $2 billion eye company. That could be it. I haven't sold it yet. It's kind of at this price where it's like still a little too attractive to sell. But I do want to just clear up my mental space on it. About 45 seconds or so from the new Scorpion report. Yeah, I saw the Joby thing is really funny. I want to short some. The product working should not be a catalyst. I'm not trading UNH. I'll do a deep dive on it someday, but for now, it's just no reason to look at it. Buffett having $1 billion in it doesn't... His lieutenants buying it doesn't mean much for me. Okay, here it goes. Let's go. You said 9. Soleno. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if this is a good one. Remember, these things are heavily shorted before it starts. So the people short days into advance of these things. Yeah, I mean, if it drops enough, I mean, a lot of these short reports no longer have the gravitas they once had. Did Tonics not get their approval? Oh, it's probably a one-off trade or something. You're thinking, aren't these guys waiting for approval or something? Mother of all short squeezes, they generally go right back down 90%, so neg went up a lot. Stock chart's parabolic, literally. Well, if you look at his IonQ one, he takes takes a lot of freedom with the pages. Shall we read it? If the parents don't like it, that's a big problem. I mean, they're just talking about Sarepta because similar disasters. Yeah, I agree. The guy might need a new designer. Or we're down another 6%. Something just happened with our portfolio. Is the Newegg dropping? Yeah, Newegg's down 8%. Love to see it. I might trade around this just because it's a somewhat big position for me. Joby is so goofy. I want to cover Newegg profitably. Maybe short some Joby with that. But Newegg is $4 spread. Klarman, Kramer, Buffett, Simons, Lynch. You write Simmons instead of Simons. Well, in terms of who's made the most money, I mean, Simons, Buffett first, of course, and I think he would be the best as well, in my opinion. Then I'd probably pick Klarman, and I'm not sure I'd put the other guys on the list. Simons is a quant, really, I wouldn't call him an investor. Technologist, entrepreneur. I think of Renaissance more as a software company than I do as a hedge fund. It's a technology company. Happens to do finance, early market making. Mommies kind of control the rare disease market, yeah. As they should. Okay, so you have to take it with diuretics. Loop diuretic. You can take long-term diuretics. It's not that bad. I mean, this won't help. This will actually hurt the revenue possibly more than anything else. Just this report could be enough. Why didn't they book revenue? We were long PGEN yesterday. Just want to make sure everybody understands, just because I'm long something does not mean you should be long something too. You got to do your own homework, come to your own conclusions. I don't mind, of course you can follow me, but I have a portfolio that has lots of different sizes and I can trade, and just don't be too wedded to what I'm doing, because I don't know that you don't have to. You might look at something like Sarepta and say, I don't know if I like that one. Or just look at Abivax and say, I really like that one. Cherry pick them, but do your own homework a little bit too. Part of the reason I'm here is to show you the homework and how I do it. You can look at your own stocks the same way. Maybe get a little better results, possibly. Add something to your game, especially on biotech. Yeah, it's not so much forward-looking statements. It's more about helping you because there's a lot of hedge fund guys that will call me and give me their stock ideas, and all of them are really smart and they're very good investors. But I don't just put on their trades. I want my own portfolio to reflect what I'm comfortable with, that I know really well. PGEN got a surprise FDA early approval. This is a hyperphagia score. Drug versus placebo looks the same. This small separation here. It is weird if they haven't gotten there has to be a CDER review. There's no CDER review. That's a little scary. He's right. Okay, I'm tweeting about this now. Let's put Soleno up on focus here. Thanks, camera guy. All right, put it right there on the bottom left. Appreciate it. Let's check out most here. Open door, up 11%. Precigen, up 47%. We somehow luckily bought that. Good for us. Intel, 3%. 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏, whatever that is, up 11%. Great name, though. 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏. NVIDIA down 30 basis points, hanging at 4.4 trillion. Amazing. Rivian up a little bit. New holdings, 66 billion cap, up 13%. 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗑 up 4%. UNH up 10% on news that one of Buffett's guys bought it. Not sure I would be chasing that one. CoreWeave down 3%, falling below 100 here. Joby was up 10%. We were going to rearrange our portfolio a little bit to short it, but now only up 5% on news that their product works. Nice. Tilray up 5%. Apple up fractionally. Denison Mines down. Kenvue up a little bit. Neo up. Plug Power as well. Amazon up 1% roughly. AMAT down 12%. That's a big one. Not good for semiconductors. We've seen two signs of semi weakness lately. Really not great news at all. AMAT, critical semiconductor equipment maker. We'll look at their quarter later. That's really important. So we've seen them and Coherent both have slightly disappointing earnings. Under Armour up 10%, Palantir down 2%, surprisingly weak. Circle up 2%, Tesla up fractionally, AT&T down fractionally, Archer Aviation up fractionally. Joby now up only 4%. Gainers, we still have Precigen up there. AIFU, is that like waifu? This is an insurance company in China, go figure. Should rebrand as an AI company. Evolve Technologies, don't know them. New holdings, we mentioned. Sigma Lithium, Rapport Therapeutics, I don't know these guys. RAP, RAPP, 600 million cap. Small molecules for CNS. Oh yeah, I remember these guys were private. They have an AMPA. Yeah, we should look at them at some point. What else is going on? UNH up 9, Bausch up 10. All of you guys said, "Oh, Martin, you can't short that. It's gonna squeeze." It's Newegg. You understand what Newegg is? Newegg is where you bought a cheap GPU 10 years ago. All right, I covered a little bit. It's a little frustrating because I covered a little bit of ATYR yesterday because I had to short Newegg. I wanted to take advantage of the quick opportunity in Newegg. So now I have to get back in I didn't cover all of it, of course, not even close. It's my biggest short regardless, but tiny little bit back just to add to Newegg. Unbelievable portfolio results here. Now up 43%, ladies and gentlemen, 43%. And usually covering here is a mistake because once it starts falling, it doesn't go back. it just keeps going down, right? But the temptation, you don't want to miss it if it does come back. But usually you just get a free fall. ATYR is number 1, D-Wave's number 2, and Newegg's number 3. Sometimes when it rains, it pours, and sometimes you get everything right at once. So it's life. We went through a really tough first half there where we were just getting pummeled in every direction. And now, seemingly, baby's coming. Every trade's going well. It's a great lesson of Wall Street is you can't beat yourself up too much when you do poorly, and you can't get too excited when you do well. You just got to neutralize that emotion as much as you can. And obviously we're human and that's really hard to do. But that's, I think, really important if you can do it to try to do it. Yeah, so unbelievable, up 42%, record profits, record account value. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'm holding the PGEN. I didn't do anything. In fact, I'm kind of interested in buying it. I mean, it's got full FDA approval. They're going to launch. They say they're going to price it at like 300 and 500K. So Newegg drops below 100. Whoa, big move. I don't think Shy is ever going to be talking to me again. Should I cover more Newegg, even though it's obviously going to keep dropping? So there's no paper and no FDA review. I think that's a little sus. And then again, you know, they met at 14 weeks. No real good data at 12 weeks. It doesn't look that bad. But if they don't, a lot of these rare disease drugs, some of them are really not that effective. But, so there is a phase 3 paper. But the withdrawal trial, sounds like they could have a rough launch, which would not be good for them. It's a pretty big market cap. I mean, what's crazy is that $500,000 a patient. You don't need too many patients to get a little revenue. I think this guy interviewed every doctor that treats Prader-Willi syndrome. 12 specialists. Yeah, it's like half of them. This is thorough work, obviously. And definitely flimsy IP. I mean, that's 100% sure. Page 258. Probably the most important part is if it doesn't have a good launch, you got a big problem. I think it sold, they said it was 30 million revenue, but I looked at that too quickly. I want to see that again. 600 start forms. She's the big champion for the drug. I mean, think about it. You have 500 Prader-Willi patients at $500,000 each. This lady alone is 250 million revenue. Holy moly. You got to put her in jail. Pretty much she's the main person. Yeah, it's very hard to get these insurers to not pay for orphan drug. They usually pay. Oh, I thought I saw this before. Fujitsu outperformed D-Wave. This is why they don't want people like me to use the annealer. Green for better, yellow for worse, blue for worse. Okay. I mean, all these blue ones, 8 wins for integer, but the problem with the, for floats it's 50-50. Fujitsu digital annealer, which is it an icing? Just want to make sure I'm not like confused and it's an icing machine. The thing driving the hype is the realization that quantum computing is actually real. It's no longer a physicist's dream, it's an engineer's nightmare. So DAV3, look into this really closely because there's something else I'm working on that this digital annealer icing. It's basically an icing machine. I just want to know what the hardware looks like. Figure that out. I just don't know if I can figure it out right now. Okay, we're getting down 7 or 8%. IQ below 40. Do we trust this quantum fade, or do we think maybe it's these things have broken our hearts so many times? Shorten back a little ATYR after the big Newegg drop. This is gonna be one of my biggest winners of all time. 25% drop as soon as I shorted it in pretty good size. Lucky, but I'll take it. Soleno is gonna be tricky. I mean, with that doctor promoting it, I don't know. I think they might do fine, but they have no IP, so you got 7 years and it's gone. I wanted to short some Joby too. Not too late to short Joby. I mean, this thing's it's never happening. Joby's just straight junk. 𝗎𝗎 as well. Just gonna add to all these things. Newegg dropping even more, almost below 90. Yeah, we got a couple people in the Godel chat saying it's the end. It's the end. This is the top. Could it be? Could it be? I'm going to short a little AVXL as well, just in case. Newegg's going to break a lot of hearts. I mean, this thing could go to 50 very quickly. I shorted, my average is 128, because you could have gotten carried out on Newegg. You could be just breaking even now on Newegg. You could be still having a big loss, right? I waited. Somebody asked me to look at it. I didn't think it looked too bad when it was at 20. You can find that live stream if you look back. I'm sure some of you guys remember. So I'm not sure I would short this, and then somehow went up 10x. I didn't know the backstory. I didn't know the lore. The lore is, some Wall Street bets guy. Oh, there my Joby was hiding here. Sarepta and Abivax are both up. Shorts down, longs up. This is how we like to. All right, what do we got here? We covered some Newegg at 97. I kind of feel I should be shorting it again. Like, what's this? Is it really going to stay up at 100? The best case scenario is like 50, and that includes them like turning around the business and growing somehow, which now Soleno, it's tempting to go long, man. By now, everybody's read the report. Is it controversial? Yes. Is it problematic? Yes. I shorted some Nebius the other day just because of CoreWeave was gotten smoked. I'm not sure that was the sauce, but all right. CoreWeave's margins kind of should scare anybody from. The Newegg lore is some guy was Wall Street Bets guy who became a zillionaire from GameStop, was now in Newegg. That was the main. Did I say close to worthless? Yeah, that's kind of close to worthless. We're long PGEN. Make sure you sign up. GodelTerminal.com. I want to see some signups right now. I get some signups. We'll keep streaming. I'll do some stock analysis. No signups. I'm out. I'm outie. All the momentum is going down. It's not just nuclear. All these stocks are the same. It's just how much money do you have? It has nothing to do with fundamentals. You got the cash to waste on stocks, even if they go down? Yes or no? Yes. The Godel price will increase. It will continue to increase. We're flipping on international real-time markets, getting international earnings estimates. All you international home gamers, Australians, Japanese, all of you, you're going to have one of the few solutions that really will work for finance. And you know, PGEN came from Godel. I didn't come up with PGEN by myself. Somebody asked about PGEN in the, sorry, I said asked. It's an old habit. That's where I grew up. Somebody asked about PGEN, and I looked at it. It took me 20 minutes to see it was an obvious long. We bought some. That's all she wrote. So thank you, fellow Godelians. You did it. As you can see here, Newegg's going to fill the gap. The gap's at, my technical analysis. I hope you guys like it. The gap's at 88. It goes below 88, look out. It's going straight to 70. That's the gap. You see the gap? The gap means there's no trades that happen between this price and that price, so it's going to fill the gap. In fact, most people think all gaps get filled. All gaps get filled, including the Apple gap from 35 years ago. Eventually, it will be filled. Adyen, Figma, ETH, VITL, Bitcoin, SAT, Sangamo, Reddit, TNXP, QS, NRX, ATS, Grail, CNC, UWMC, First Solar, Iova, UNH, Biomea, Bilibili, Nurix, NAMS, IOT, Georgia, Xerix. What's so special about VITL that everyone cares about it? All right, don't mention more than once. You know, don't spam me. You spam me, it's over. Zach, I told you, you're starting to spam. I'm gonna write your names down. These are the options. Let me see who. I still need somebody to sign up for Godel. GodelTerminal.com. I use it all day to invest. I picked 4. I'm doing the poll. I still need to sign up. Sorry, those are the 4 I've chosen, whether you like it or not. You got UNH, Oklo, Reddit, and VITL. Those are the choices. There's no price lock for Godel. It costs me a lot of money to get all this data for you. You want international earnings estimates? You want real-time Asian prices? Come on, homie. Plus, this isn't for retail investors, man. This is for Wall Street or rich people. If you're worried about $60 or $80 a month, you got to go back to Amit's stream. Okay, here's the order. Here's the pecking order. I just want you to understand this. Okay, if you are a brokey, you have 2 choices. This is a flow chart. Okay, IQ less than 90. Here you go. You go to Meet Kevin. Okay, this is where you go. Meet Kevin. IQ greater than 90. Maybe go to Amit's stream. Okay, not a brokey. You go to this stream. And still with the IQ, don't chat, just watch. If you have an IQ above 90, you're permitted to chat. And then also, you can subscribe for Godel. But if you're a brokey, just go away. You know, this isn't for you, man. Just go buy one stock, go on Wall Street Bets. This goes with Meet Kevin. Just go to Wall Street Bets. Don't waste our time, man. Cutoff for brokey, bare minimum 100K. But I would suggest at least 250 or 500. I mean, I'm looking for people who trade all the time. You're out there, you're working, you got to work for a living. Are you really an investor? Are you really an investor? You need to make your money through investing. Imagine having a job, right? Hula. What? You work? You work at McDonald's, homie? I could do the characters. You could do Buffett, Elon, Zuck, definitely a Country Dumb. We want Country Dumb to win, man. We want him to win. I think there still is a student discount, but I don't know. I want students. I just don't This is gonna be a tricky one, guys. This Witty's gone too. COO. How do I put this? Murdered. That's all I can say, right? So what we're gonna actually try to do this time, since we've got a lot of numbers compiled, let's actually try to understand this business. Do you think that's possible? Nah, I didn't touch Solana, just to be clear. Soleno, just to be clear. Oh, thank you guys so much. I see a bunch of you subscribed. That means you're gonna get me till 4 o'clock. Thank you. Okay, so here's the thing you gotta understand about UNH. There's two businesses. There's the managed care business, and there's everything else. And our job is to value both. If they're smart, they would separate these businesses, honestly. No reason they have to be together. Let's look. So on Godel, you can go to RES. So I'm gonna go to research. I'm just gonna type ticker UNH, see what happens. Okay, here's JP Morgan note right in my terminal. Sweet. Did I mess this up? Yeah, Godel users get it for free. We are gonna do something where you can get like if you like share your ideas in Godel, maybe get some of it off. Maybe if you connect your brokerage, you get a bunch of a big discount. You know, we have some stuff to do. Sometimes I double check with AI. Okay, it's just a double check. We do have outside investors. We've raised around 5 million so far. We're raising another 2.5 out of this safe. It's a lot of people want in on this round, so we're growing quickly, and I'm very happy to have a full email box of investors. Listen, I can't look at every single stock. I wish I could. But PayPal is one I do want to look at. So this is gonna be a little painful. I'm gonna budget 2 hours. Is that okay with you guys? Is that too much? Well, we're raising money. If you're interested in, you can invest. You just email me. 50K minimum. We're raising it around 20 times revenue. Private startups going for 100 times revenue. I just don't like talking to VCs. I think VCs are the worst. I've raised about 500 my whole life. I would say 495 from non-VCs. Public company investors, hedge funds, mutual funds, etc., insurance companies, corporations, high net worth. There's plenty of money outside of VCs. I think that, the problem with our ideal, but we know who our ideal buyer is. We've already talked to two or three potential acquirers. I love this space because it's so acquisitive. Now it doesn't guarantee success at all, but there's if you look at ICE, NASDAQ, S&P Global, FactSet, Moody's, there's maybe the 5 huge financial technology companies. I don't include Bloomberg for obvious reasons. A lot of these companies do 5, 10, 20 deals a year. They just buy whoever out. Visible Alpha, okay, it got bought out. That is one feature of Godel. Now, they did it really well, but Visible Alpha got bought by S&P Global for $500 million. No, we don't care if you're US or foreign investors. So I think, there's a handful of it's almost like an oligopoly. There's just a couple of big, chunky fintech investors. I think Bloomberg is here to stay. I mean, I think that I'm finalizing a component that is going to really change the way I think charts work. And hopefully it'll be out in the next few weeks. And it's something that Bloomberg would just never do. They're just too far behind. It's a lazy company. People work there till 5 p.m. They're not working there till midnight like my guys. They don't have the heart. It's an incumbent. And I think some of the things that we're going to do are going to be more expensive than Bloomberg. So the system I have requires 4 H100s to work. So that's $5K a month. That's more. Our costs are more than Bloomberg's price. So Bloomberg costs around $200, maybe $300 to run their servers and their data, and they sell to you for $2,500 a month. This system that I'm making is $5,000 a month in my costs. So it's going to be really what are we going to charge for it? 50K, 40K, 30K? It's really meant for institutions. So we'll see. Newegg picking back up here. I might short it again. Yeah, there's co-location. There's all kinds of things that,